Hi, dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happening. This is your host Ram here, and I do apologize on behalf of whatever the Cricket Happening show for whatever inconvenience was caused to you as you were all waiting for my show. But unfortunately, there were some audio problems, and then I troubleshot the problem, and well, it was a problem with the microphone. So that's what I've done today. Well, so let me not waste any further time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a synopsis of what are the cricket events that happened today. First, I'm taking you down to the First, I'm going to talk to you about some news which you would be really excited to know. And that is coming from New Zealand. The former great New Zealand batsman Martin Crowe has decided to come back to cricket. In fact, he wants to come back to first class cricket and club cricket at the age of 48. So that shows a lot of determination. And and he was one of those great batsmen that New Zealand cricket ever produced. He was so graceful to watch. He used to drive bowlers with effortless ease, and he was very stylish. And he amassed a lot of runs. In fact, I'm told that he was playing for Cornwall. Cornwall is his home county, and basically he needed 392 runs to actually complete his 20,000 runs in that level of cricket. So he would like to come back. Now, what is going to be very interesting is going to be how he does well on the field, because at the age of 48 you tend to, your muscles, your bones, everything tends to ache, and you're not happy. But probably Martin Crowe is having a lot of confidence in his physical fitness and is ready to go. That's I really I have to congratulate him for doing that. He really he's a great player, no doubt about that. I wish him good luck. So he's only going to play for the first class domestic cricket for New Zealand. So that is some news. And the other news that I have is that Shahid Afridi of Pakistan is no longer the one-day captain. He is there in the team for the one-day matches against Ireland. On their way back after the West Indies, they will be going to Ireland for two one-day matches. And Shahid Afridi is there in the team, but he is not the captain of the Pakistan team. The Pakistan cricket team captain is Misbah-ul Haq, such a cool customer. And I feel that's the right way to go, because Misbah-ul Haq is such a cool personality. He likes to bide his time. He takes his decisions coolly. That's not taking away any credit from Afridi. Afridi is an instinctive captain, takes his decisions, very aggressive. It's also, there are different characters altogether. But I think Misbah-ul Haq becoming the one-day captain, that's really going to do something good for Pakistan for sure. So that is one thing that I would like to share. And tomorrow we have the final test, the second and final test between Pakistan and West Indies taking place. And as you know, this is going to be played. I'm just going to tell you where exactly it is going to be played. It's going to be played in St. Kitts. And the other news that I have, so as you know, Pakistan have already lost the first test match. So they would be loving to actually square the series and go to Ireland. Whether they do it, that remains to be seen. Okay, so that is as far as that is concerned. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the tour match which happened here between the England Lions and Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka were actually they were strengthened by the coming of Kumar Sangakkara and Jayawardene back from the IPL. So they are back. So this is the first class match which was played by Sri Lanka, and stumps on day one. The England Lions were the ones who actually, they lost the toss. Sri Lankans won the toss and put the England Lions in. This was played at Scotland. For them, the contributions were coming from Taylor, who made 76 with 7 fours and 2 sixes. But the person who is there at the crease is looking very dangerous. Ian Morgan, not out on 156 of 177 balls, 24 fours and 4 sixes in the middle. There's another, Samit Patel has really knocked on the doors there, not out on 101 with 14 boundaries. Bowling, not much to be talked about. Fernando 1 for 84, 1 for 63 for Pereira. Fernando 2 for 73. And there were no wickets for Ranade, Paranativana, Samaravira and Dilshan. So well, since time is very less, I don't want to waste time. Let's go to the 65th match of the IPL 2011, which took place at the DY Patil Sports Academy in Mumbai. Kolkata Knight Riders clashing with Pune Warriors. Pune Warriors, well, this was a turning wicket, and Pune Warriors couldn't really fathom the spin of Iqbal Abdullah, Shakib Al Hasan and R. Bhatia, and they kept on losing wickets. And there was absolutely no momentum in there, barring Yuvraj Singh, who made 24 of 26 balls with 2 fours and 18 from, in fact, Uttapa made 12 of 19 balls with 1 4. There was not much of a contribution. If you see, Jesse Ryder was out for 1, Munish Pandey was 16, Callum Ferguson was out for 16, Ganguly could contribute only 18 of 22 balls with just 1 6. Was a victim of Shakib Al Hasan. And as I said, Rana made 18. 118 for 7 Pune Warriors. Brett Lee, none for 28, 2 for 23 for Yusuf Pathan, 1 for 12 for Iqbal Abdullah, 2 wickets apiece to Shakib Al Hasan, 4 overs no made in 2 for 16, and 1 over no made in 2 for 7. So the real test was how the spinners would be tackled on this particular, because this was a real turning wicket. But well, the Kolkata Knight Riders, they did it very, very easily. In fact, the opening, they lost an early wicket of Goswami, who was out for 6 of 3 balls with 1 4. Manoj Tiwari put up a good 24 of as many balls with 1 4 and 1 6. Yusuf Pathan contributed in his own way, 29 of 25 balls, 3 4s and 1 6. But the person who took them to victory was the captain of the Kolkata Knight Riders team, negotiating the spinners very well, using the feet very well against the spinners, and making an unbeaten 54 of 46 deliveries, 7 4s. Bhatia was not out on 1, and 119 for 3 in the 17th over. The victory was Kolkata Knight Riders. They beat the Pune Warriors by 7 wickets on a turning track, I would say. So it was basically a matter of who could play spin well, and well, it was Kolkata Knight Riders. 1 wicket apiece for Alfonso Thomas and Parnell and B. Kumar. Other than that, there were no wickets. So it's a 7-wicket victory. Man of the match of Yusuf Pathan of Kolkata Knight Riders was named man of the match. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the Cricket Happening show for today. See you all tomorrow. Thank you.